Georgia Cryptids Episode 3 Shadows of the Peach State, the Lake Lanier Creature. The waters of Lake Lanier are calm on the surface, stretching across miles of shoreline and deep coves. But beneath those waters lies something darker than most visitors realize. Before the lake existed, this land was once home to roads, farms, and even entire communities. In the 1950s, when the government built Buford Dam, the valley was flooded, creating the massive reservoir known today as Lake Lanier. Some believe not everything left when the waters rose. Over the years, visitors have reported strange encounters while swimming, boating, and fishing in the lake. Many stories begin the same way, with something brushing against a swimmer's leg far below the surface. At first it feels like weeds. Then it moves. One of the most chilling stories comes from a group of friends swimming near a quiet cove one summer evening. As the sun began to set, one of them suddenly screamed and splashed wildly. He claimed something had grabbed his ankle. At first his friends laughed, assuming he'd been startled by a fish. But when he climbed back into the boat, deep red marks circled his leg, marks that looked disturbingly like fingerprints. In another account, a fisherman casting his line near submerged trees reported seeing something rise slowly from the water just beyond his boat. He described a dark shape, larger than any fish he had ever seen. For a few seconds, it hovered just below the surface. Then two pale shapes appeared, what he later described as arms. The water rippled outward as the figure sank again, leaving the fisherman frozen in place, too frightened to even reel in his line. Many locals believe the creature is not an animal at all, but something connected to the lake's past. Before the flooding, several small towns were submerged beneath the water, leaving behind buildings, roads, and cemeteries now hidden in the depths. Some divers exploring the underwater ruins have reported unsettling experiences. They described seeing strange shadows moving in the distance, even when no one else was nearby. Others tell stories of hearing sounds underwater, faint knocking noises echoing through submerged structures. Descriptions of the Lake Lanier creature vary, but several details appear again and again. A dark, human-like shape beneath the surface, long arms reaching upward through the water, sudden grabbing sensations reported by swimmers, strange movement where no animals should be present. Skeptics believe the stories can be explained by underwater debris, fishing line, or startled wildlife such as large catfish or turtles. The lake is filled with submerged trees and structures, making it easy for swimmers to become tangled or frightened. Yet some witnesses insist what they felt held on. Even today, Lake Lanier remains one of the most talked-about lakes in the Southeast, not only for its tragic accidents, but for the unexplained stories that continue to surface year after year. Boaters still report strange ripples forming on calm water. Swimmers still claim to feel something brush against them from below. And as the sun sinks low over the water, turning the lake a deep shade of black, many locals quietly repeat the same warning: be careful where you swim, because something might be swimming back.